What happens when you quit Oxycontin? So this depends on how long you've been using it for. Now, if it's been prescribed like after surgery and the person's been using it for a short period of time, there would be no effects to minimal effects. However, if a person has been using it for longer than a week, if they've been abusing it, i.e. taking it more frequently than prescribed, or if they've been taking bigger doses than prescribed, or they've bought it off the street and have been abusing it, it's going to make it very difficult to stop. It's not immediately obvious. This is the scary part about the opioids, is that a person, when they first take it, can come off of it without any side effects, with any withdrawal. But people don't realize as they progress into the use of this type of drug, the opioids, that it's a very subtle, quiet process where the drug takes hold and they will eventually start going through withdrawal. So it's a very difficult situation because nobody knows when they're at the point where they're dependent, i.e. meaning that they don't know when they're going to be going through withdrawal. So you only know it after the fact. And this is exemplified by waking up after, let's say, stopping 24 hours, and then at the 24-hour mark generally is when the side effects of withdrawal start kicking in. And at this point is when a person starts feeling uncomfortable. They are becoming agitated, irritable, moody, angry, nothing feels good, the skin feels very uncomfortable, there's sweats, chills, and they are seriously craving more of this drug. At first they may not realize it, so they don't crave, but with time and with experience, as they get used to going through cycles of withdrawal and then relapse, is they learn very quickly that to get rid of all these sick symptoms, to stop feeling so crappy, they realize very quickly to take more of their drug of choice. So when you quit Oxycontin, it can precipitate a withdrawal or complex, otherwise known as dope sickness, and it's a very uncomfortable situation for people. Most people do not remain drug-free because they feel so sick that eventually they'll get their hands on it. And let's just say they do make it through the early onset of withdrawal, which can last up to 36 hours. I think it's just their ticking time bomb. It's just a matter of when things happen in life, some sort of stress of some sort occurs, and they start resorting on their crutch again. So the best way to avoid going into withdrawal and avoid these cycles of abuse and relapse and recovery is to get help. Speak to your medical professional. Speak to an intake person at a drug rehab. There are other options out there instead of going cold turkey. There's something called opioid agonists or opioid replacement therapies. The main one, which is the newer one, called Suboxone. And this enables a person to avoid feeling the withdrawal, but it doesn't give them the high. So it enables them to start functioning again back in reality, in their real life, and they can slowly wean down or taper off the Suboxone over time. That's the better way to go for most people, and it enables a better chance of having an enduring recovery. So to summarize, when a person quits Oxycontin, they most likely will go into withdrawal. It's a very uncomfortable situation. They become desperate. They will usually relapse because they're feeling so unwell, or some sort of stress will occur. And to avoid this, the best thing to do is to seek medical attention, to get on opioid replacement therapy, and then have an open conversation about perhaps going to rehab to learn the life skills necessary for having a healthy, enduring recovery.
If you or a loved one are looking for help with substance abuse, call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-615-1067. A caring addiction advisor is awaiting your call.